International. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. International. International. It is a noun and adjective. Noun meaning. 1. A sports event involving more than one country, or a person who competes in it. 2. One that is international. 3. In sport, an international is a game that is played between teams representing two different countries. 4. An international is a member of a country's sports team. Adjective meaning. 1. International means between, or involving different countries. 2. Relating to or involving more than one nation. 3. Involving more country. 4. Relating to or including more than one country. Noun examples. 1. 6 rugby internationals players charged with taking drugs to improve their performance. 2. It was the first time they had lost by 10 wickets, in 325 limited over internationals. 3. Neither is Randal Kolo Muani, the France international currently with Eintracht Frankfurt. 4. The Denmark international arrived on a free transfer from Chelsea in the summer. 5. Here I was, my first international competition, and I was out before the fun even started. Adjective examples. 1. It was her performances in Aida which gained her an international reputation as a soprano. 2. The supermarket chain looks set to continue its policy of international expansion. 3. The revenue side was heavily dependent on increased international credit and financing. 4. On the international front, its diplomats are tight-lipped and difficult to approach. 5. The goal of the program is to increase international understanding and goodwill. 6. State-owned industries will come under even greater stress from international competition. Introduction. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Introduction. Introduction. It is a noun. Meaning. 1. The introduction to a book or talk is the part that comes at the beginning, and tells you what the rest of the book or talk is about. 2. If you refer to a book as an introduction to a particular subject, you mean that it explains the basic facts about that subject. 3. You can refer to a new product as an introduction, when it becomes available in a place for the first time. 4. The act of bringing something into use for the first time. 5. The act of bringing something somewhere for the first time. 6. The act of formally telling two people each other's names when they first meet. 7. A written or spoken explanation at the beginning of a book, speech, etc. 8. A short part at the beginning of a song or piece of music. 9. A letter by someone else that explains who you are, which you can give to a person you have not met before. Examples. 1. After an introduction by the chairperson, we'll get on with the day's discussions. 2. With the introduction of independent taxation, a married woman's position is much clearer. 3. Powell wrote in the introduction that all the armed forces must work together as a team. 4. She walked over to Stephen without waiting for Mrs. Dodge to make the introductions. 5. The Pacific Stock Exchange plans to delay the introduction of new share options. 6. Problems at the company have been caused by the introduction of a new computer system. 7. There are two among their recent introductions that have greatly impressed me. 8. But the grand finale gained strength from the introduction of two exceptional new faces. 9. Cambridge needs no introduction, as one of the world's most famous university towns. 10. One of the letters of introduction she had brought from New York was addressed to him. 11. The company has announced the introduction of a new games console to the market. 12. The introduction of new working practices has dramatically improved productivity. Nation. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Nation. Nation. It is a noun. Meaning. 1. A nation is a country and its people. It's also the word used for the Native American tribal federations in the U.S., the Cherokee Nation, for instance, which have their own governments and territories. 2. A nation is an individual country considered together with its social and political structures. 3. The nation is sometimes used to refer to all the people who live in a particular country. 4. A country that has its own land and government. 5. A country, considered especially in relation to its people and its social or economic structure. 6. A country, especially when thought of as a large group of people living in one area, with their own government, language, traditions, etc. Examples. 1. They contacted party members from across the nation to ask for their support. 2. Most industrialized nations of the world will be represented at the conference. 3. Throughout the nation today people will go to the polls to elect a new government. 4. Given that nations are permanent, they must have permanent officials. 5. European nations had a common interest in opening the world to commerce. 6. The president will make no apology on behalf of his nation for this horrific attack. 7. To all the peoples and nations and languages, peace be multiplied to you. 8. To him as a prophet the question was, whether Israel as a nation could be saved. 9. And since I had been born in a Christian nation, I accepted this deity as the only one. 10. As part of her campaign, Alice Paul wanted to organize a parade in the nation's capital. 11. And yet, when he died the following April, we shared the shock of the nation. 12. The next day papers across the nation were, reporting the stunning course of events. Operation. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Operation. Operation. It is a noun. Meaning. 1. Operation can refer to medical surgery, a military campaign, or mathematical methods, such as multiplication and division. 2. An operation is a highly organized activity, that involves many people doing different things. 3. Business or company can be referred to, as an operation. 4. When a patient has an operation, a surgeon cuts open their body in order to remove, replace, or repair a diseased or damaged part. 5. If a system is in operation, it is being used. 6. If a machine or device is in operation, it is working. Examples. 1. The soldiers were engaged in a military operation close to the border. 2. The two parent groups now run their business as a single combined operation. 3. Charles was at the clinic recovering from an operation on his arm. 4. Chiefs have been battling unions over plans for driver-only operation of train doors. 5. He criticized the agency's surveillance operations, and alleged that it was incompetent. 6. The security operation for the protection of delegates involved about 12,000 police. 7. The new pre-filter has been in operation for 4 weeks now with no alteration of flow. 8. No member state will have to take part in a military operation if it does not want to. 9. The new subway lines are scheduled to go into operation at the end of the year. 10. It claimed to be the only European commuter rail operation, not supported by public money. 11. This move strengthens the company's retailing operations in the Netherlands. 12. The company reported earnings from operations of about 88 cents a share. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Meanings and examples are available in video description.